have lost your nationalist and statesman status. Huriwa attacks Buhari. Human Rights Writer Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, has described President Muhammadu Buhari's appointment of his tribeman, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, as his chief of staff as nepotistic, adding that the singular action has diminished the president's status as a statesman and a nationalist. Huriwa also criticized the appointment of Gambari into a public office when the same man was a minister when most Nigerians now were not born about for 4 decades ago. The right group said that the choice of Gambari, who is almost 80 years old of age, shows that President Muhammadu Buhari loves genotocracy rather than democracy under which he was elected. In a statement signed by its national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Umbiko, and the National Media Affairs Director, Mrs. Zainab Yusuf, and made available to Daily Post on Thursday, Huriwa said that it was unfortunate that for 5 years Buhari has been consistent and has indeed wrapped up his soft spot and his passion for always and often picking his tribal man, women and regional associates from the north into strategic national offices since the last 5 years. Huriwa also affirmed that with the alleged rush of appointments into the Federal Character Commission and the Police Trust Fund, in which Northern Muslims are nominated as chairman and executive secretary. The group said it was now clear that, contrary to the widely held belief that it was the late Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, Abba Kyari, who was to be blamed for sectional appointments made since the last 5 years, that the president himself is directly responsible for these appointments that are in breach of the federal character principles enshrined in the Constitution. Huriwa added that the dismiss of the immediate past Chief of Staff, Abba Kyari, was seen by some observers as the end of nepotism and sectionalism in the Buhari's administration, because those accusing the then powerful Chief of Staff from Borno State assumed that as someone who belonged to the infamous Kaduna Mafia and had lived in Kaduna metropolis, which is the center of pro-Northern politics, that he was instrumental to the heavily biased pro-Northern appointment made by the current administration since the past 5 years. But now, with these many opportunists and appointments by President Muhammadu Buhari after the dismiss of Chief of Staff, it has manifested clearly that President Muhammadu Buhari is personally responsible for this one-side strategic appointment given to the North. Ibrahim Gambari is Fulani, that the president does not even trust a Sultana as his Chief of Staff shows that the much touted legacy that President Muhammadu Buhari is a nationalist and a statesman, as at best a ruse and propagandas. Huriwa stated that the first public comments by the newly appointed Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Gambari, that he is not answerable to Nigerians but to the president, have shown that there is a danger of nepotism and favoritism in making national appointments in a complex society like Nigeria. It is therefore a closed matter for Nigerians to expect any quality public service from a man who tells the citizens not to expect accountability and openness from him. He holds a publicity-funded office. Huriwa recalled that when asked when Nigerians should expect from him as Chief of Staff, Gambari told reporters at the presidential villa in Abuja, he said that we have not started. I will have to find out. I don't report directly to the nation. I report to the president. He said he would be offering his loyalty, competence, and support to the president alone, adding that as a chief of staff, his guiding principle would be to serve the president to the best of his ability. Huriwa said these responses are saddening and shows that Nigerians will not get any qualitative or quantitative public service from the current chief of staff. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. Buhari has never been a nationalist, considering his antecedents or considering his post in government. In 1984, the head of state, and 1995 to 1997 as PTF chairman, and now as full-blown Fulani jingoists. Now they are, before 1984, they were working together, planning coup together, planning on how to destroy the country, but they never succeeded. Now, this is now the opportunity for them to execute their plans, because President Muhammadu Buhari now is the president. That is why he appointed Gambari as the chief of staff, because of their evil agenda. But with God, they will never succeed. He will never succeed. We welcome Gambari, fine. He has been chosen by our president, so we welcome him. I pray that he should do this job without any complaint. I don't know why he's there, but a lot of people in Nigeria say that he's there for a purpose. That Buhari appoints Gambari so that the mission that he has not accomplished with late Abakari will now be accomplished by him and the new chief of staff, Ibrahim Gambari. So viewers, all those people that are crying are all hypocrites and betrayers, and Buhari can never appoint someone that he never trusts. They tried to kill him, but God dismissed their evil plans. You never see anything. They keep complaining. They will keep complaining because they are the one who made him the president. They are the one who make him the present president. If they had not voted for him, then all this wouldn't have been happening. If they have let Jonathan to continue ruling, I'm very much sure that all this wouldn't be going on in this country. They should not complain. They should not cry. Even if they want to cry, they should remember that with crying or without crying, Buhari is already there. And things have been happening and will keep happening. The only thing we need is not cry. The only thing they need is to pray that before 2023, that God should solve all this problem. And after which, then someone that God chose will definitely continue from where Buhari stops. Chief of staff is definitely responsible and answerable to whoever appointed him or her, be it the president, the governor, or chairman, and must be someone close and trusted by the principal. People should stop all these things and political sentiments. Chief of staff is not constitutional. Is not part of federal character. Who was Goodluck Jonathan's chief of staff then? Yaradua and Obasanjo. But then, all these reports were not given. But now that Gambari has become the new chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, only God knows what next. Only God knows what will happen to this country. We are facing a lot of crises, a lot of calamities that have not been resolved and have not been solved. Now, Gambari has been appointed as the new chief of staff. What are we going to do about it, and what is going to happen next? So viewers, your comment is very needed. Don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates. Thank you.